Welcome to another F1 Boy video. This will be a short video, thankfully, because the topic I wanted to discuss was the future of the Belgian Grand Prix circuit at Spa Francorchamps. Recently, I have been reading reports in the media that potentially that this track could be dropped from the calendar soon, as in 2022 could be the last time that Formula One races there for the short to medium future. However, I have read this morning that the track is going to be Formula One that will be racing at the track in 2023. So quite a good thing that I have been late to uploading this video. Just been a bit busy with my own personal life, but I can still talk about it because it's not like as if it's been extended to 2025 or 2026, for example, where in 2026 there'll be new engine regulations. So it makes sense for it to continue up until that point, because it's kind of like a new regulation change in a way. I still want to discuss a few points on here about the track itself. Let me just move on. This is the circuit layout. According to Formula One, the lap record for this track is 1 minute 46.286 seconds. Record held being by Valtteri Bottas, who currently drives for Alfa Romeo, but that was in 2018 when he was driving for Mercedes. The track itself is quite a historical track, which is why it's such a shock to read reports. And I think as Formula One fans, we get attached to certain tracks. Even though this isn't my favourite track, it's still an important one. I can understand why a lot of fans do like this track. It's quite technical, challenging. I personally wouldn't mind going to visit this track as well. Just the scenery with all of the like the trees and the countryside, that it's just amazing, and I'm sure it'll be a great atmosphere to enjoy and to attend there and meet other Formula One fans, as well as enjoy the race itself. So it's approximately 7 kilometers long in total, which is just about approximately 5 miles. Recently there have been adding more safety features, which is absolutely brilliant. It's good to see. So that's what confused me about why it's being dropped when all these safety features have been added recently. So the track is invested in this, so why drop it? So even if it goes to 2023, we just have to wait and see what happens. Now, the Formula One calendar is being extended, so to actually include more races from other countries. So Liberty Media have been really pushing for USA to have more tracks on it. So last year we had Miami added. Sorry, was it this year? Miami, sorry. And we had the Circuits of the Americas as well in Texas, and next year we're going to have Las Vegas. So there'll be 3 tracks of USA, so something's got to give. Some tracks will be leaving, and from what I've read, France will be dropped from the calendar as well. So as you can see in this picture as well, at the source, this is the first corner, so just going round, there's a right turn hairpin. You can see there's an extended gravel, and on the Eau Rouge Radion section as well, there's more of a runoff area. So as you may recall, there have been some big crashes. Unfortunately, Anton Hubert lost his life from a crash in 2019. I still remember Kevin Magnussen when he was driving for Renault. He had a massive crash just after that after the top of that hill. So safety is paramount in Formula One. So this is just a kind of another view back from the source and Rouge Radio. Also at Blanchimont, which is near the end of the track, there's been more of a gravel track features here as well. So some really memorable things that have happened on this track. So just talking about this section here at Blanchimont, I remember when Max Verstappen overtook Felipe Nasser on the outside. So as you can see in this section here, on this picture here by racefans.net, so as the cars come in, just for those who don't know this track, Max Verstappen was going around the outside on there, and I'm still remembering it now. It's been about 5 years or so. A brilliant. And there's the man itself. So for Max Verstappen, this was kind of like an adopted home race for him, because he has a Belgian mother and a Dutch father. So with Zandvoort in Netherlands, being his home track, this was his kind of de facto kind of home track. So I guess you could say it's like a second home race for him personally. He is the defending Formula One champion, so there is that kind of aspect to keeping the track on the calendar itself. But as time goes on, with these new regulations, new teams, and like new developments, and more fans coming to the sport, people will have their own opinions on this. I personally remember quite a number of items of interest and memories which were really, really fun. And you can look them up on Formula One or YouTube. I'm sure you can find some really key moments of this. I personally don't really rewatch whole races, but I just wanted to point out a few points of down memory lane of what's happened, or why this track is so memorable for Formula One fans. So I remember a few of these, but I looked up on f1destinations.com. So in 1991, Michael Schumacher made his debut at Spa with Benetton, and in 1992 he actually got his debut win, and he also scored 7 of his wins at Spa, with his latest in 2004, and also in 2000, the famous kind of Hakkinen and Michael Schumacher rivalry, where Hakkinen overtook Michael Schumacher. I think there was another driver, I can't remember his name now, so it's kind of like Michael Schumacher was on the left and Mika Hakkinen went to the right, and the back marker was just in the middle doing just couldn't do anything. But it's a lot better than how I'm describing it. Also, kind of going back to the safety features, as I mentioned. So in 2019, Anton Hubert lost his life, and on that weekend, Charles Leclerc actually got his first weekend on that weekend, and he was driving, if you remember, on his wheel it said for Antonio, which was the nickname of Anton Hubert. And we also in 2018, I think that was the year of the Halo. So the year before, when Charles Leclerc was driving for Sauber, at the beginning of the race, Fernando Alonso crashed and was landing on top of him. So there's these really memorable races and incidents that has happened, and safety is paramount in the sport, and it's being invested in. And I feel that this track should still be running on a calendar beyond 2023. So we'll just have to wait and see what other calendars do take place. I'm glad that France is being dropped from the calendar. However, there are tracks which are no-go. As I mentioned in another video, my personal favourite track is Suzuka, which is in Japan. Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with your friend. We can have this discussion further on, and I will post another video soon of the my race review of Spa. Okay, thanks very much for your time, and check you later. Bye bye.